it's incredible. It's overwhelming, really, when you hang out with these 19-year-olds. They're 19. I mean, they're kids. You know, they're children. And they really are. They're so young. And they're fun. You know, they're really, really fun. They're like, you know, only a 19-year-old could, like, wake up and smoke 2 packs of cigarettes and then run 10 miles and do 30 pull-ups, you know, and then clean his gun. I mean, you know, it's, like, unbelievable. And they listen to, like, country music all day, and they wrestle, and they fight over their M&Ms. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I remember when we were going to go into Fallujah with the unit that, I should say, I was 150 guys, you know, in 8 days. At the end of 8 days, a quarter of the unit was dead or wounded. The guy right next to me lost his jaw. I felt like, you know, there was all this sort of, this is sort of a slang term, but it's sort of like they were just playing grab ass all the time, you know, as my football coach would say. But that's what it felt like. It felt like my high school football team, you know, and the big game's coming, you know, and you had to remind yourself, people are going to get killed, you know, and it's like they weren't thinking about it, and I forgot about it, but they're children, and it makes you kind of wonder, you know, what if they weren't children? Would they be so willing to do these things? But anyway, I think you were asking a different question. How do you get over there? God, hell if I know. I mean, I think the strange thing about the Iraq War and journalism now is that, you know, I remember in 2003, you know, somebody like Rumsfeld would come to Baghdad, and all the reporters would go over to the Green Zone, and there'd be 2,000 reporters there. You know, and that's kind of the only chance we got to see each other, because we were all living in different houses and hotels around the town. Excuse me. But, and now, maybe there's 25 reporters in Iraq. You know, and the reason for that is, I mean, it's basically the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal and the Washington Post and the TV networks and the Associated Press, but that's it. And the reason for that, really, it just comes down to money. You know, 45 armed guards and belt-fed machine guns and armored cars are really, really expensive. And so the New York Times spends, just on the bureau, $3 million a year. I mean, it's insane. So everybody renew your subscriptions to the New York Times. It's crazy. You know, we generate our own electricity because there isn't any in Baghdad. You know, it's nuts. But and the reason, and so the result of that is there just aren't that many people over there covering it. Frankly, not enough. You know.